my friend, you know I love a good design style challenge. Next week is Mother's Day, and I thought it'd be really fun to create two totally different table settings using the same elements for each place setting on those tables. I'm Nicole with Adorn the Table. For the first table, I have an idea for a sleek mid-century modern vibe. And then the second, I want to bring in some old world charm, which, as you can tell, those are two totally different styles, but I think I can pull it off. At the end of the video, I really want you to tell me which one you like best, or maybe really which one you think your mom would like best. As I mentioned, I am starting with the same elements for each place setting, and what I'm planning to use is this rattan charger, this white dinner plate, gold flatware, and these teal napkins. And I'll let you know a little later why I picked the teal color. But for now, I need to clear off my dining room table so I can get this started. If you watched my recent DIY video, you'll recognize this centerpiece because the tray and the cloche both were projects from that video. If you've not seen it, I'll make sure I put a link down below for you. I'm often asked how I store all of my stuff for table settings. Well, this armoire is where I keep most of the tablecloths for my dining room table. I have it organized based on the length of the tablecloth, whether it's going to be for no leaves, 1 leaf, 2 leaves, and then by color from light to dark. I'm choosing a simple white linen tablecloth that I think is going to be a wonderful foundation for both of these table settings. If you've not watched any of my previous videos, you've not seen my little tip about using a spray bottle to help get out those creases from a folded tablecloth. I love this when I either don't have the time or just don't feel like ironing. This is really a quick fix method. Lightly dampen your tablecloth and then gently pull the folds away from each other, which will help release them. Now I'm going to add the rattan placemat, the white dinner plates, and the gold flower to my table. Again, this is kind of going to be the base for both of these table settings. In case you're wondering, the rattan placemats came from Facebook Marketplace a few years ago. I got the white dinner plates in an estate sale about a year ago. They were dirt cheap, and I got 8 of them for $8. I'll make sure I put links to these and anything else I'm using on my tables down below for you. As I mentioned earlier, my first table setting, I'm going for a sleek mid-century modern vibe, and these glasses were the inspiration for it. Take a look at the geometric shape, the shiny gold, the teal color. I fell in love with these glasses as soon as I saw them. Now, I found them at a thrift store for $2 each, and there was a set of 8. So for $16, I practically threw them into my cart. I did feature them in a previous video, so if you have not seen that, I'll make sure I put a link down below for you. I did need something to coordinate with them, so I took them shopping with me, and when I was at Home Goods, I found the teal napkins, which are a perfect match. Notice I'm not doing any kind of special napkin fold. That's because mid-century modern design is so clean and simple. I figured keeping it the rectangular fold was probably the best option. To complete the place settings, I'm adding these gold salad plates. I found them all thrifty in about 1.5 or 2 years ago. For the center of my table, I'm going to use these gold pillar candle holders with these teal handles. I found these at Target this week. They take a look at the geometric shape and that teal color. These are perfect for a mid-century modern table. Now, I thought about just putting the pillar candle on top of the holder, but to me that looks, it honestly just looks like I just went and plopped it on there and called it good. But I kind of want to make sure that they blend better. So my idea is to take these little white pebbles and surround the candle with them. I think that's going to help ground the whole look of the candle. And then I'm going to just take and put one in front of each of these sets of place settings. Because I have something I'm planning to go in the middle. We'll see how it looks. In between the two candle holders, I'm placing a vase that I found from Target that's filled with flowers I found at Trader Joe's. They totally make me think of that starburst design element that was common with mid-century modern design. I almost forgot to show you my side table. If I go with the mid-century modern theme for my Mother's Day table, I'm going to put this next to my sideboard. This is a DIY project that I did about 2 years ago. I'll make sure I'll put the link to it down below. Okay, now I'm going to transition this mid-century modern table into one with an old world charm style. I'm going to start by adding these Nova Doruta salad plates to each of the place settings. Here's a quick close-up of it. Notice how the napkins help pull that teal color out of the plates? For the glasses, I'm using these goblets that I found in an estate sale. I think they have that European flair I'm going for on this table. I'm not going to leave the napkins folded. I do want to use a napkin ring for them, and I'm going to show you the easiest ever DIY napkin ring. All you're going to need are some wire cutters, some wired hemp, at least that's what I'm using. Really, you could use any kind of wire that you pick, and then a cardboard tube. That's it. You just need these three things. I'm going to start with one end of my wire, and then I'm going to tightly wind it around my cardboard tube. Now, I don't use toilet paper rolls because one, I find them to be a little wider than I want, and two, they're flimsier cardboard, so they don't give quite that nice round shape that a thicker cardboard tube does. Wind it around about 5 times. You could do more or less if you prefer. Slide it off the cardboard tube and take the wire cutters and snip the end so that it lines up with your starting point. That way when you slide your napkin ring on, both ends will be on the bottom. Now open up your napkin, find the center point and slide the napkin ring down. One of the nice things with this wire napkin ring is you can then adjust the spacing of the rings if you want. That's it. So simple. You probably can't see, but I did just have to step over my Shuggy puppy. And if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know she loves to follow me around. I'm going to stay in the same kind of idea that I did with the mid-century modern, using 2 candlesticks and then a flower bouquet in the middle. I was considering these wood candle holders because I think they match the rattan color, or these floral candle holders, which I'm actually going to opt for these because they really have that old world charm I'm going after. But I did want to share with you that this was something I was considering. So if you have something that's closer to this, it would work just as well on this table setting. Do you recognize what I'm using for my vase? Yep, it's that copper scuttle that I found in an estate sale a little while back. If you have not watched that video, I'll make sure I put a link down to it below. I think it's the perfect vessel for the old world charm table setting, and then adding the lilies and the roses really helps pull it all together. I almost forgot to let you know that I am planning to remove the flowers before we sit down to eat. And that's because they are too tall. They're going to get in the way of having that cross conversation. So if you have tall floral centerpieces or other decor that's tall on your table, make sure you remove it before you sit down to eat, whether you put it on a table behind you or somewhere else in the room. Now, let me know, which of the 2 table settings was your favorite, the mid-century modern or the old world charm? Or really, what would be your mom's favorite? That's what I would love to find out. If you enjoyed my video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And remember, a beautifully set table is a gift to those gathered around it. I look forward to seeing you next time here at the table. Bye.